YouTube, what is going on? This is Mark. Thank you guys so much for joining me back on the Mercado channel, man. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I drop a video. And for those of you who are part of the family, welcome back. I thank you guys and appreciate you guys so much. So guys, in my last video, I talked about the debt I have, how much debt we paid off, pretty much my journey on this, becoming debt free, guys. And for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure you've heard by now, because if you have student loans, you're going to want to hear this video, watch it through the end. There was some crazy news. There was some news out there circulating. For a little while, we already kind of knew what Biden wanted to do, but a couple days ago, he announced that he will be proceeding with, forgiving student loans for federal borrowers as well as Pell Grant recipients, right? So for those of you who don't know, pretty much anyone who has student loan debt, like myself and millions of others, Biden will be forgiving $10,000 for federal student loans, right? If you applied, for federal student loans and you have a student loan through the federal department, right? Then you are going to be forgiven for $10,000, right? If your balance is 20, 15, whatever it is, 10 of that will be forgiven. More information will be out, throughout the weeks and months as they extended the payments as well until I believe the end of December. So beginning January of 2023, they will continue and resume payments to your student loans. So for now, that's being pushed back. So if you have payments that you need to make and you want to, save on some interest, continue making your payments, or you can wait for more information. But for those of you who took out student loans via Pell Grant, which is, it's like a subsidized loan for low-income families or low-income individuals who, meet a certain criteria based off their income. So they get Pell Grants. Myself, back in the day when I went to college, my parents didn't make a lot of money. So I just found out this morning when I went into the FAFSA, the student.gov, and I checked my account, I do in fact have Pell Grants, meaning, guys, my student loans may be wiped out within the next few months. Who knows? Hopefully everything goes through, and I know there's a lot of people out there with mixed emotions, mixed thoughts. Some people are happy, some people are upset. Just understand, guys, we're everybody out here, majority of us, there's a lot of taxpayers, guys. We are all taxpayers, right? Besides, those who aren't. But I guess those who aren't doesn't really affect anyways, right? But those of you who are taxpayers are really frustrated because, now things are really going to get out of whack, when this, whenever this goes to pass, we're living in some rough times right now where inflation is, really bad, food, gas, housing, car, everything is up. And now with this news and whenever, this passes or whatever, it's only going to get worse. And I do understand everyone's frustration, but do understand whether the individuals choose to accept this, help from the government or not. Regardless, when it passes, things are still going to be messed up in the economy. So just understand, guys, there's not much we can do. The government controls the government, right? So whatever happens. Yeah, inflation's probably going to be even worse. Prices are going to skyrocket more once this happens. So much money is going to be, taken out of these people's, student loans, that it's going to help a lot of people get rid of their student loans completely, like myself, which I appreciate, because what's crazy is right now I actually have the money to pay my student loans. We're going to talk about that in my next video. I made a crazy move that I'm going to share with you guys in my next video. So please stay tuned for that. Turn on post notifications because I have some crazy news to tell you. But right now I'm going to be pausing and holding off because if I can get my student loans forgiven, I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to take that, right? Whether I take it or I don't, I'm still going to be dealing with the side effects of the economy whenever, this does pass. Because best believe, guys, You see inflation how it is now, it's probably going to get a little worse. Prices are going to increase, interest rates continue to increase. Housing, same thing, guys. It's been the same, since pandemic, right? And, with this news of forgiving student loans for, people with student loans out there, federal student loans, this is only going to make things obviously worse, right? This bill is set to be a lot of money. A lot of money is going to be given to people to get rid of their loans and to, decrease their balances. But, I'm grateful. I'm happy if my loans get forgiven completely, even if it's just a 10K, because I do qualify. I make under 125, and I do have a federal loan through, the student, the federal, through, I applied for FAFSA years ago. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share, guys, that I potentially might be debt free within the next few months, right? As the weeks go by, we'll get more information. We may even see an application. If there is an application, I do want to let you guys know I did read some information this morning from a source out there on Google, a valid source, that if the government, right, if the government has your income, which a lot of our income's already out there because we've been making payments to our student loans, and every so often you can update your income through the portal. If you guys use, the FAFSA website, student.gov, whatever it is, to make your payments or whatever, or you use someone who is kind of affiliated with the student.gov and FAFSA, like myself, Nelnet, works with the Department of Education, right? That's what I wanted to say along this whole time, the Department of Education, right? Then you're going to be good, right? You might be good. There might not be further actions to take, but I kind of don't think it's going to lean that way. There's always something that the government wants from you, right? And yeah, guys, you could either, like I said, guys, it's all on you guys. If you guys have student loans and you want to pay them off, if that's what you feel comfortable doing. I was actually going to do that. I'm going to share with you in my next video what happened, but as of right now, I'm going to hold off, right? Because if I can save my $15,000 cash, I can invest that and kind of start building now, rather than just throw it on my student loans. But if it comes down to that those funds are not going to be spent. If for some reason this doesn't go through, or something happens, things always happen, right, guys? Things don't always get smooth. Look at how long it took to get stimulus checks, and for them to even give us a little bit of help, right, through this pandemic. Seen, how long it took. You can never count on the government. That's all I gotta say, guys. They're gonna get their money somehow. Taxes are gonna increase, obviously, throughout the years, maybe the next decade. For a lot of us, if this does go through like it's supposed to. But yeah, you guys do as you want. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna be holding off right now, and I'm just gonna start investing. I'm gonna be investing. I'm gonna be educating myself with different things, because I want to start getting into a bigger space, maybe start a business, get into real estate, stuff like that. But right now, I'm just going to pause and not pay my student loans. I owe $15,773, I believe. I showed you in my previous video. I'm going to hold off. I'm not making any payments because right now it's looking like the student loan forgiveness is going to happen. But like I said, do your own research, do your own due diligence, and educate yourself on what's going on right now, and just be on the lookout for more information on student loan forgiveness. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, guys. I can't leave it out saying stay safe, get money, save money, and if you want, pay your student loans off. But right now, it's looking like the government is going to give us a little help. Peace out, Mercado Nation.